Hello there, everybody. Today we're going to be looking at an overview of a really severe storm coming to the U.S. I'm going to tell you how bad the storm is going to be and what you have to do to take cover. So first, let's look at the radar here, and we're going to check out what's going on right now. So here is the very powerful cell. You see, we got a bit of low pressure system right there. And that spins out to a low pressure. Now, you see, this is what's really severe. Southeast, Midwest kind of states. That right there, now that is just really severe. As you can see on the inside, there's a little bit of pink. There's even a little bit of pink on the inside there. This is sweeping right through places like Missouri, Illinois, Tennessee. You got all those states getting hit. Some Alabama as well, maybe Georgia. So all that, and then as we fast forward, it hits the East Coast as well. Not as severe, but decently severe. Some pretty severe risk coming from about Pennsylvania, New Jersey, all the way down to the Carolinas and near Florida. It's not going to be too bad on the East Coast. It could be, but it seems like this storm is going to weaken a little bit as it goes to the East Coast as well. And then eventually over the ocean spins out. Let's see our thermodynamics. So here's our thermodynamics if you guys would like to check it out. We're going to fast forward this. So there's that storm. So this will allow us to see some better view of how stuff is going. Now there's some of your thermodynamics. Now let's look at our risks. We have a moderate risk for this storm. This storm is so severe, there's a moderate risk. And this includes states. This includes the states of Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, a little bit of Indiana, and you also got Arkansas in that as well. And it looks like actually some of Mississippi. And then there's an ENH risk that goes from Iowa, Illinois, a tiny bit of Michigan, about half of Indiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, most of Mississippi, it looks like, Tennessee, Indiana, Kentucky, and you also got Alabama on there as well. So it's a pretty bad storm, and then there's a slight risk that goes as far as Minnesota, all the way down to, what is that? Yes, it looks like Louisiana. And then we have a marginal risk that goes all the way from Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota as well, all the way down to Louisiana, where New Orleans is. We have TSTM that goes pretty much like 20 states right there. That whole area is really extreme. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns into a possible high risk. It just keeps growing every day by a lot as well. It used to be just marginal, now it's slight. Then ENH expanded, and now it's moderate. Let's look at, so this is the categorical, and now we're going to go to tornado. Tornado risk, the biggest tornado risk is going to be 15%, which is including Missouri, Illinois, and Tennessee. Looks like a little bit of Alabama and Arkansas as well. Some of Kentucky, too. The rest of the 15% is the highest risk. Then we got the 10%, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, all those places right there. And then the 5% stretches from about Iowa all the way down to Mississippi. Let's see it. Let's have a look at our wind. It is very extreme, and basically it just shapes out the moderate risk area, and it's 45%, looking to 60 to 90 mile per hour damaging winds. This is almost like hurricane force winds right here. And you got the 30 miles, and then you got the 30% right around. It's gonna be absolutely disastrous. It is going to be disastrous, and we're just gonna have to wait and see what it's like on the East Coast. But we're not expecting too much on the East Coast. I did hear there is a slight to enhance the risk on the East Coast as of right now, so I wouldn't get your hopes up for good storms on the East Coast. Kind of sucks here on the East Coast. None of the storms are that interesting. They always just die out. But what they're looking at here is from the bodies of water that surrounds the East Coast. It's a coastal area. These bodies of water could dictate some ramping up of the storm. Lots of moist and warm air that are going to be popping up here. So that moist and warm air could create some more ramping up, a lot more precipitation for sure. The oceans and bays are either going to make it not extreme at all or very extreme. It just depends on what the conditions will be on that very day. That's pretty much it. The overview. I hope you all stay safe. Anyone in this region, anyone in these regions that are in the moderate risk, I really hope that you are going to be safe. This is very severe. We can get some pretty violent tornadoes in these areas, in these regions like Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, Tennessee. I really want you guys to stay safe. This could be a really big outbreak here, and I want you guys to stay safe. And this is pretty bad looking here, so especially for those in mobile homes, you're in danger. You need an evacuation plan. Even those in regular homes have an evacuation plan. If it's a poorly built home and you know it's only made out of wood and stuff, I would make an evacuation plan. And I'll get you guys updated tomorrow on what it's like on the East Coast and what the risks are for that. So I'll keep you guys updated. Hope you guys are safe. And have a great day, guys. I'll see you in the next video.